Hi, everybody. This is Lee McQueen once more giving a public affairs update on the Green Party and the state of the election for 2016. And this is carrying message on from the Jill Stein for President campaign. And before I had let people know that I had been alerted that the last day to donate to the Green campaign or the Jill Stein for President campaign, so they could double their money and receive matching funds was July 31st. But I received a new alert, and I've been alerted by this alert that the actual deadline for the Green Party to double their funds in order to get that matched by the Federal Election Commission is actually August 6th. Yep. So according to them, that'll be the actual deadline where you can help the Greens double their money. If you give them $27, the Federal Election Commission will match it and make it $54. And so they started out with a goal of trying to raise $500,000 by August 6th. And that way they could actually double that into $1 million. But it seems like they're on pace to exceed their expectations, which is wonderful. Since July 12th, since Bernie Sanders endorsed Hillary Clinton, they've been getting lots of hits to their social media sites like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the like, and Instagram and Reddit and wherever else they are. Also to their main website and the Jill Stein for President website. And then also Jill Stein has been benefiting from media appearances as well. And so there's breakthrough in fundraising, a breakthrough in communication, and a breakthrough in getting the word out through unusual means. This is not a traditional campaign. This is not a traditional campaign year. We've seen Bernie Sanders exceed all expectations, and then the Green Party is building upon Bernie Sanders' revolution and just carrying it beyond where it stood previously. People are getting energized and engaged in the political process on a progressive standpoint, even more so. And it's not ended, it's only just begun from what it appears. And so they're making it a goal to continue their fundraising, their ballot access campaigns. And if you sign up for Jill Stein's news at her website, you can kind of get a feel for the excitement that's happening within the Green campaign. And so they're saying that there's no telling what they'll be able to do. And they're also excited by the fact that Jill Stein is just becoming a tremendous candidate for president. I've seen her just really go out there and articulate her views, which are progressive, people focused, Green New Deal, the environment, an end to fracking, an end to the death penalty, an end to mass incarceration, an end to police brutality, an end to foreign military interventions, which from a useless cause, and then a focus on education and healthcare, forgiving student debt, bailing out the students, just so many issues that people are responding to. And so the positives in the Green campaign are drawing people, causing them to believe in America again, that Americans can be better. And so she's getting interviews all over social media. She's been endorsed by Cornel West, and there are likely more Sanders supporters who, ordinary citizens like you and me, and then high-profile Sanders supporters who are finding something in Jill Stein that they saw reflected in there from Bernie Sanders, something similar. Jill Stein has stated that she's been for these issues during her 2012 campaign. She believes in them very strongly, And so the Green Party already has an infrastructure of down ballot candidates who are very clear in their judgment and focus on a progressive standpoint. There's no flip-flopping. There's no back and forth and moving, triangulating positions. They're very clear on their platform and their issues, and that's drawing people too. And so Jill Stein just says the Green Party is the only party remaining in the race that's running a clean money campaign. They're the only party that's running without corporate super PAC, dirty money, we'll say, from negative impact corporations like the private prison lobby, defense contractors, things like that. And so it's interesting. Bernie Sanders actually outraised Hillary Clinton at many points during the campaign, running a clean money campaign. So he already showed that it could be done. And then the Greens are solidifying that fact that it can be done if someone wants to do it. Hillary Clinton doesn't care. Jill Stein does. And so she is setting the parameters and she's making it work. And I think that's just wonderful. And the reason why the fundraising is so important is because the Green Party is still working on their ballot access campaigns. I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can kind of keep up with how their ballot access campaigns are going. They recently submitted signature petitions to Georgia and Alaska, and so it's possible that they'll be on the ballot if those signatures are found to be valid. Sufficient numbers of signatures are found to be valid. They'll be on the ballot in approximately 26 states. And so I say that because Jill Stein is actually listed as a write-in candidate for Indiana, and it's possible she'll be listed as an independent candidate in Wyoming. And so however she's getting on the ballot, she's getting on the ballot. And so it's possible to vote for her in those states as either independent or write-in. And then the other states, I think there's 23 right now, and then soon there's going to be probably 25 where they'll actually be green, and you can vote green up ticket and down ticket too. And so it's just carrying on. There is something bizarre happening in Nevada, and I think this is where the fundraising is very important. There's a lot of barriers for the Green Party to get on the ballot in some states, and some the bar is reasonable, and in some the bar is unreasonable. And it looks like Nevada is being unreasonable. The number of signatures I don't think seem more prohibitive than other states. I think they needed to get at least 5,431 signatures of people, registered voters, to get the Green Party listed on the Nevada ballot. So the Green Party turned in 8,111 signatures, and then the Secretary of State declared 3,693 of those signatures invalid, stating for the most part that the voters weren't registered and that there are some other issues going on with the signatures. And I discovered this through Ballot Access News. I talked about them before because I was trying to figure out if Bernie could run as Jill Stein's vice president. And so I just been reading up on different ballot access type of news at this website. And that was an issue that I discovered, that Nevada was giving the Greens a kind of a hard time there. And so that's partly why the funds are so important to fundraising, just to overcome these barriers. And it's really too bad that Nevada is acting like this. They've been playing games. very sinister games with the ballot access campaign and the validation of the signatures. Like they usually there's a witness who is watching a person who is validating the signatures. Someone from the campaign, the Green campaign, can kind of see what's happening. And what they've been doing there is going off hours to validate the signatures and then locking the front door so the Green Party can't have access to witness the validation process. Basically, Nevada is being Nevada. We've seen how they behaved towards Bernie Sanders supporters earlier this spring when there's just crazy stuff happening with rules and procedures and protocols of trying to get democracy happening in the state of Nevada at the convention. And we see that now with the ballot access campaign of the Green Party. This hostility, this putting barriers up, false barriers, and creating difficulty. Basically just being all around bad citizens and kind of shutting people out of the political process. And so the Green Party is not taking that lying down. They've appealed this decision by the Clark County's Secretary of State. The Secretary of State of Nevada. And so there's paperwork going back and forth, and that's why Nevada is kind of up in the air still, but hopefully they'll get that solved soon. But it costs time and money to pay for staff and pay for legal representation and pay for petitioners, and so that's where some of the money is going to overcome barriers to democracy like this. And so it's just too bad that Nevada is behaving this way, but the state flipping is ongoing. I'm thinking Georgia and Alaska will flip, and then there's going to be signatures turned in on the 25th, hopefully, for the state of Missouri, and then on, and then a whole slew of states turn in their signatures on August 1st. And I like that Jill Stein is also a participant. She's been traveling up to Nevada and Connecticut to also encourage and inspire the petitioners to get the word out about the Green Party campaign. And there's been response. I mean, Vermont is Bernie Sanders' home state, and we've seen pictures on the internet of people being glad to see her. And she's marched with Black Lives Matter in Connecticut. And I believe she's conducting ballot access petition campaigns with Black Lives Matter activists, which I think is a great idea. I know it's not the safest venue, but it is a venue, and this is a revolution. So it seems like the right thing is happening. But I'm going to leave links in the description so everyone can keep up with what's happening with the Green Party. Exciting things. There is a lot of work being done. And even though it's not always mentioned in mainstream media, although sometimes it is, definitely social media is very active in reporting what's happening with the Green Party campaign. You can sign up with Jill Stein's for President website, and then you can sign up directly with the Green Party. There's publications online like Ballot Access News they're trying to keep up with the Green Party and the Libertarian Party for ballot access. And then there's publications like the Green Pages and the Green Paper, all of which may prove helpful if you're looking for news about what's happening at the Green Party. And then that way you don't have to depend on mainstream media to tell you, because as we've seen, there seems to be a strange sort of behavior when it comes to propaganda in the media. Some of it's true, some of it may not be true, and it's best to use a lot of different types of access points for information. Good luck.